guys, my name is Satara and you're welcome back to another episode of the Mental Saturday Check. So in this episode we are going to have a little game. We're going to be answering questions related to mental health illnesses, and these are my colleagues. I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
My name is Nawal.
I am Anna.
I'm Nabali.
Aisha.
I'm Star.
Okay. So let's start. So we're going to spin the bottle when the bottle falls on you. So we're going to spin the bottle when the bottle falls on you. I'll ask you some questions and you just answer them to the best of your knowledge. Okay, so you're starting. Okay, question.
It was more to start.
Anna. Okay, so Anna. The first question. What would you say the most common mental health illness is?
It would be between depression and anxiety.
The most common, so you have to pick one.
I can pick one, maybe depression.
So she says she thinks the most common mental health illness is depression. And that's true.
It's true.
Yeah. So, next question. Star. What would you say the worst problem with mental health in Ghana is?
I think it has to do with there are many places people with depression or people with any mental disorder can go to, even though they are there, but they are very, very few. And then people don't know about them. That's what I think it is.
So the lack of facilities made available to the general population. So would you agree that we think?
The lack of
There are not
attention.
enough
Yes.
support systems for people actually suffering from depression.
And then the attention the government or the public.
And not just the facilities, but the, how you call like the personnel. Yes, there's not
And so
enough.
there isn't enough awareness of mental health issues in the country, and doesn't really give the people platforms to express themselves when they are going through situations. So it's more like that kind of societal thing where, because people find people with mental health issues to be kind of how am I going to put it? Yeah, they stigmatize against them.
And some
So,
people think they are like positive for attention.
yeah, they seek attention.
So
People with depression, like that, some people don't see it as a disorder or something like that. They think if you can snap out of it, something like that. That's not how it's
you can
supposed
snap
to be.
out.
You can snap out of depression. You have to get treated for depression. It's a misconception people have also.
Okay. So next. Now, okay. Mention 3 mental health issues you know.
Depression,
You can't say depression. Depression is something.
anxiety,
Okay.
substance abuse,
Okay.
and then PTSD,
Post-traumatic stress
OCD,
disorder.
But
OCD.
when you say anxiety disorders, like the PTSD and everything, like
Yeah, I know that one. Okay.
But it is actually so
And it's interesting because people don't recognize substance abuse
Yes,
as
yes.
as
mental
mental
health
health
issues.
Something like an identity crisis, it's a mental health issue.
personality
Personality disorders. Yeah, okay. Now they only see it in movies, huh?
I'm sure people actually do think that these are just things you see in the movies where they're like the white man's illness,
Like this-
black people
But
don't get.
I think somehow, almost everyone, like especially when you are growing up, the youth, to some point, you actually suffer from like some sort of identity crisis. Because there's a point you reach like, it's like most of your colleagues are doing this, people, you want to be like this person, and I just think, I don't know.
And you know, you have to
Forming your
live up to
personality.
Yeah.
you have to live up to the standard of what people think is pretty or what people think is intelligent,
Yeah.
and all those things, especially with
So, like,
adolescents.
Yeah,
It's true.
something like
And
that.
actually affects their self-esteem and makes
Yeah.
them to. Okay, so that's actually.
Really?
Yes,
Ah.
Anna. So, what do you think can be done to improve the mental health within medical students or the population in Ghana?
Okay, so I actually have like a dream about this it was in UDS, and it's like there was a counselor, like a psychologist assigned to each class. So like there will be a person there for for you to go and talk to when you have a problem, and not just if you have a problem. It's like
You
part
have
of
to
the
go
yes, like
to-
part of the
you have
the
the
program.
curriculum.
Like
You have
there's
to
a
go
day,
see-
like maybe in a time, once in a time, or in a month or something like that. Like you have to go there and talk to the counselor.
You know, it's a general thing. I think it stems right from the top to us. We don't pay much attention to this. We don't pay much attention to the things that affect us as students, the things that affect us as the general population. So,
But it's like we said, there is not enough awareness about this situation. So we need to create more awareness so that people will they will know that there is someone they can reach to when they have a problem like that.
what do you think can be done in Ghana to improve the mental health?
They should increase the attention they are giving to mental health, as in financial wise or building facilities, anything.
And campaigns, so it's like we do campaigns for HIV,
Yeah.
for hepatitis, blah blah blah, but we don't do campaigns for mental health. And it's a thing we should do.
We should do it.
And-
And they should like set aside a week or something.
Okay,
for,
and
campaign
Another
against
thing is that we shouldn't always think that they should do.
Okay, we should.
He can do it.
Yes,
Just like we
an
are doing
association,
right
like
now.
reference.
Yeah.
Establish support groups in the
Support
society.
groups.
Yeah.
And you know, mental health issues can actually worsen some of these
Yeah.
illnesses like cancer.
And
some of them
they
actually
come
Yeah, they
with
stem-
chronic
Chronic
health
ill-
illnesses
yeah,
come
those
with
chronic
depression.
depression.
Yeah.
Chronic health illnesses actually do come with
And
And then
depression
combined
can
with the
aggravate.
illness, it will make your disease worse.
Yes.
Like the stress and all
They
the
say
hormonal
sometimes
stress
that
reduces
HIV
your
doesn't
immunity
kill you.
and those
It's the
things.
thoughts you have or the depression you go through because you think you have HIV
That
that
will kill
kills.
you.
And the cancer.
Bye. Can you list the 3 most common mental health illnesses in Ghana? In Ghana, what would you say?
Depression, anxiety, drug abuse, or
Schizophrenia is- Okay, drug abuse could actually be.
I don't know about the statistics.
Yeah, I think that's
Statistics.
but in Ghana, I think a lot of depression, especially among students, especially
Yeah.
amongst college
something
students.
like alright.
So depression, anxiety, a lot of students have anxiety, a lot of people have anxiety, so that's drug abuse, especially with, unfortunately, northern Ghana with the whole tramadol abuse and all of that, so substance abuse thing. So there's schizophrenia as well. We just see this, as we commonly refer to them, mad people walking on the street. Some of them might actually be suffering
I
from
think the identity crisis too.
some of
Yeah.
them. Oops.
It's not
It
just-
has to land on. Your question. Okay, so your question. So it's mental. Would you say mental health education is important, and why? You think it was just going to be a yes or no?
It's a yes and no
Yes.
question.
And why? And why?
I think to create awareness about the illness, what's the real thing happening, people actually die from it. So like through suicide, so to create awareness and to also give it the proper attention it needs.
Most of these suicide cases, they could have been avoidable if only we knew how to deal what the person was going through. Maybe the person was going through some sort of depression or some mental health issue, but we didn't know about it, and it reached that point in which the person just couldn't take it anymore, and then it led to suicide. But then if we were educated enough about mental health issues, then maybe some of the people around those persons, they will be able to do something to prevent this from happening.
Anything?
And sometimes it's not even like something that happens for a long time. Like this UDS, there was this last year, I think this UDS final year student in UDS committed suicide. And the reason was that he failed. He has been passing, and then just like one failed paper he had, and like it just
So
drove him,
that
like-
that comes in, that points to what she was trying to say. If we had structures in place that you have to see it, you don't, it's not a choice, you have to see a counselor, you are advised to see a counselor. That's like when people fail exam,
Like, you know
it's
what to do.
hard.
Yeah, they should be like a counselor after
They
you are
should.
failing exam. Like
It's
Yeah,
not
that
you
thing
know
is
it.
like
even yeah.
You
It's
see-
not like they tell you the office is open, so if you want to see the counselor,
Yes,
you go.
like it's
Usually
like go
how
and
it's
say the
supposed to
counselor, like
happen.
it's
Like
fine.
after the exam officer releases the result, the counselor or there's a team that goes through it, the people who are failed, then they'll tell them to go to the counselor. Do you understand? And so that's how it's supposed to be, but it's not done. Do you understand? So that's the system. And then there should be like a system to prepare everyone. Because
For
it's
the
not like
possibility of
yes,
failure.
of failure. It's not like you cannot fail. I mean, you fail like at least once or in your lifetime. Like even exams. Let's say
fail
you
in
lose
something.
something. You lose something. Okay, so at least we should be able to prepare ourselves for that day to come or for that thing to happen. So when it happens, we know what to do. Instead of waiting for it to happen and now we are talking about ways to curb the disadvantage of that thing. It's not okay. We should actually seek to prevent those things from happening.
Yeah, I think this brings us to the end. But before that, we'd like to, if we have any last messages for our viewers, do you have any last messages?
Yeah, I have. Depression is a disease. You cannot just snap out of it. So mental health is a very serious issue in Ghana, and then we have to pay a lot of attention to it, both as individuals and then higher ups up to the government. Okay, the attention they give to it should increase so that all this suicide and the things we are having in Ghana now will decrease.
We should really pay attention to people we are close with and really care about them to be able to pick up the signs of depression so we can ask for help.
Okay, so no one knows what you're going through but you. So if you know you're going through something like this, like some sort of mental health issue, don't doubt to go to the people who love you and then look for help because there's always someone there for you.
Mental health is like something that deserves, it's an issue that really deserves a lot of attention. And I pray and I hope that the public gives it the attention it deserves.
Alright, so the closest remedy to mental health in Ghana right now is just the attention you need to give it, and also the creation of awareness, the creation of support groups, and also helping people come out with their problems and finding people that can easily help them solve their mental health issues as well.
Okay, so I just want to say that if you are going through any form of mental health illness, if you are depressed, I just want you to know you are not alone. According to the World Health Organization, there are about 264 million people suffering from depression in the world. And suicide is the second leading cause of death of people between the ages of 15 and 24. So you can imagine there are so many people going through this, and fortunately we are beginning to talk about these things. We are beginning to open the eyes of the public to these things. So if you are going through this, you are not alone. There are support systems that can help you. You can reach out for help. You do not have to do this alone. So thank you very much for watching. This has been fun, and I hope to see you in our next episode.
Bye bye.
Bye.